Hi my loves, if you're in a no contact situation and you want to know what your person thinks of you and what they're up to, and if they want to come back or reach out to you, then keep on watching. I have 3 piles for you to choose from. Pile 1, a little perfume bottle. Pile 2, a strawberry. And pile 3, a picture frame. Pick your pile and I see you in your reading. If you have chosen the perfume bottle, this is your reading. Alright, let's see. What does your person in low contact think and feel? Do they think of you? What are their intentions? Do they want to come back? Rekindle, reconciliate? Could be a friend or family member or your crush or ex-partner or partner. Okay, let's see. This card wanted to come out. Death and rebirth, as I like to say. Do they want to come back? Do they want to come back? King of Pentacles and 6 of Swords. Yes, they want to come back. They want this to be better and different this time. They want to be more stable. They see you as very stable. They want to transform this, whatever it is. They know things have to change. Yeah, they want to come back. They're coming back around this direction. They didn't want to see your sadness or your something inside of them was not receptive for you, for your emotions. They are maybe a little bit self-absorbed in a way, and they still are. However, they see you as a stable partner, and they see you as a good friend, a wise person. They might have left because they had to work on their finances or just on their footing in a way. I think they just went through a complete change in their life, and they also want to change the dynamic. I feel it was very strict and maybe a little boring. It was dead in a way. Your connection was dead. It was dead in the way that it was. Yeah, it's a returning. It's a returning, but it's also a wait and see kind of returning, if you know what I mean. It's like they're coming with all their thoughts and sorted through them probably, and don't want to get into arguments again. If you were arguing a lot, if you were discussing things a lot, or if they had inner struggle, they want to overcome it and go into calmer waters. They grew up a little, they matured a little bit. They're still a little bit stubborn and want things their way probably. Let's see, let's go deeper. King of Cups. well, they want to come, or they come back with more emotions, when before they might have been a little bit materialistic, or I feel they checked if you would fit into their life or how they would fit into yours. And they overthought things. But they rediscovered their feelings. They changed. They did change. 7 of Cups. They've seen through illusions, or they want to see through illusions. They were wearing a mask, definitely. Definitely. And it's not that it's in the past completely, because it's also in the future. It's almost like they want to go and have a better look. They want to take off their masks. They still have the skull of the death in their hands, so it's not ready. The transformation isn't ready. But they come through a different part of themselves. Through the emotional part, whereas before they were a little bit up there and were looking at it with their parents' eyes maybe, and now they're more matured and more grounded in themselves and look at the situation differently with kindness. The 7 is here diverted into 3 and 4 of Cups, or 3 and 2 and 2 of Cups. So all of these are in there. So it's the illusion, it's the friendship, it's the third party, and it's the one-on-one, and it's the, if I see the 4 of Cups, it's almost like not wanting to engage, not wanting to see, not wanting to meet the thing inside of you that you don't like, which would be visible if they had engaged in the relationship. So they rather didn't look, because they didn't want to take their mask off, and they didn't want to, you know, once you face death or the end of a situation, you suddenly see things differently, because things, once they're more mortal, and once you understand that things can come to an end quickly and things can be taken away from you, then you might see things differently with different eyes. And it's really like that. I get the impression of you only know the worth of something once it's gone from your life. And I think that's what happened here. And they also regret that they didn't show you their real, true self. They only showed you the persona that they thought you might want to see. And they might have played a role that you showed them is not them. They were already dead inside, and they didn't realize before they met you. So you changed them, and then by taking yourself and your energy away from them, which I think is what happened here, you exposed them in a way. So everything was happening for the reason of letting go of the illusions, letting go of the false persona, or of the persona that you think other people want to see you as. Like your father, you want to be like your father, but the person that you are inside was completely hidden. Not you, but probably the other person. Maybe you. And maybe you was that person that this person wanted to be. Three of Pentacles, teamwork, maybe someone at work. Yeah, maybe someone was at work and they were playing someone they weren't. Just for a good job. Just for earning the money. They were playing someone else, or being with people they didn't like. And it's dangerous. It's hurting. It's hurting you in a way. I don't know why I shuffled the cards. I wanted to take Hanson Roberts, but I will take another card because I think there's another message for the Three of Pentacles. Ten of Cups. Emotional fulfillment. They want emotional fulfillment. They want to work with you on building a family or creating a job that fulfills them. They want to take off the mask. They want to be themselves on an emotional level. They want to be more emotional through teamwork, and they hope that you work with them on it. They also fear that you saw them differently and that you might not like the person they are. So they hesitate to take the mask off still, because they see themselves as a beast almost. See this? And it's dangerous for them to take the mask off and to see reality as it is, instead of just holding on to the illusions. Yeah, Hanson Roberts. And they want this partnership with you, this teamwork, Sun and Devil at the same time. So there's a little baby and there's a little baby, so I can't ignore it. But I don't like messages about children because I know some people want them and they can't have them, and or they don't want them. And yeah, it could be inner child also healing. And I think the toxicity of them hiding themselves and be playing someone else, and the whole situation maybe was a little bit toxic. Some things is shedding a light on this. They have understood, or they understand that, yeah, something's been hidden and it's coming out now with the Sun. Justice, yeah. A decision. Yeah. Justice is, they see your side of the story. They suddenly see why you was crying, why things happened, why you turned away, or why things didn't work out. They want things more balanced. You know, if there's toxicity, they want to bring at least if you can't really change how you relate to each other much, then you can at least bring optimism. I don't know if that's understandable, but sometimes two people are so in their roles that they can't change much, so they stuck together in this dependency, and you can't suddenly, from being a codependent couple who can't do anything outside of their relationship. You can't suddenly change and be completely independent, but at least shine a light on it and try to maybe change a little bit. If you're constantly arguing, maybe try to see the other side of the story more. And be more childish with things. Play more playful. Anyway, more emotions have to be in this, and they will be. Yeah, the general outlook is positive, and it will be through teamwork that things get better. If you're in a job and you feel you're unfulfilled, then bring a side of it into your work that you can enjoy it again. Maybe try something that you haven't tried before. Possibilities are endless. I mean, just do one thing that you enjoy most and just do more of it. Maybe without being paid for it, or if you've done the same thing over and over and over again in a certain way, change the way you do it and try to bring fun into it. Because you're not trapped. The devil is an illusion. It's these two people in the right away, then they're bound but the shackles are open, and the strings are detached in a way. They can free themselves. You can free yourself. You just have to see where does this addiction or this routine, the dependency, where is it? What can I change about it, and how can I make it more even and equal? Yeah, a complete transformation. The whole situation has to change, and it starts with you, and the other person, them, separately. And then you can come together and work in a team in order to create this amazing, fulfilling life. That's actually quite beautiful. Okay. And it's not much effort. The Three of Pentacles is not much effort. The most of the work is behind this person. The person has almost completed. Fish. Fish could be money, but it's also the flow between people. Or it's a natural flow, and going with the flow of life, and the anchor. That's fun, because it's like, to me, fish and anchor is, it belongs together, obviously. It's finding a home. It's something, it could be addiction, it could be, but it's also stability, money, stable flow of money, stable feelings. Feelings are stabilized. And the King of Cups has a fish around their neck. Could have something to do with religion also. Maybe turn to God or Allah or your God, your higher power, and find a home base in what you believe in that can help you. This reminds me of a church. So yeah, maybe there's something to do with a church. And it could be that someone literally passed away. This is not a prediction. This is if you miss a father figure or a grandparent that passed away. They are now in calmer waters, and they feel emotionally fulfilled or happy, or they they're born again they're reborn. I don't know. Weird. I've never had this kind of message before, so no idea. Yeah. So it's about stabilizing a situation, the flow of life, and the flow of feelings between two people that can ground you and bring you a good base. The devil and the anchor could be similar because it could be addiction and holding on to something and dragging, but because of the Six of Swords has a lightness, and it's also in the water and there's no anchor, they're just flowing into calmer waters. I think it's you're flowing as fish energy into calmer waters where you can put your anchor down and where you can have the family or your place of work where you feel stable and get enough money. And things are, with the justice, things are made fair. It's like karma, justice. Yeah. All right, then since that is clear, let's get an oracle card for advice. Oops, come to the edge. Interesting. Come to the edge. Yeah, I'd say go where you haven't been before, and if things seem dangerous or out of your league, out of your way, if a job is too good to be true, if you think you're delusional to think you could get the job, this is also a job card and this is money, so you could earn a lot of money from a job, but you have to go, you have to come to the edge, you have to push your boundaries. Push your boundaries, go to the edge of the cliff and look downstairs and down, look down and see the danger and do it anyway. Don't jump, obviously, but yeah. Transformation, complete transformation. Take off your mask, take off the feeling that you have to do things like they've been done before. If you want a healing job, then just push. How far can I go? Your next job or your next position, your next partner, your next step is emotional fulfillment, is throwing an anchor, is coming to justice and the sun. So come to the edge. Just go a step further than you would normally do and be fearless. Be fearless. All right. Okay, so I hope that was helpful and I see you in my next reading. Bye. If you have chosen the little strawberry, this is your reading. Let's see. What does your person think and what do they intend to do now in your no contact situation? Let's see what your person thinks and intends to do. And how do they see you? Oh, wow. King of Pentacles. That's the theme today. King of Pentacles. Seven of Pentacles. And Eight of Wands. This person definitely comes back around. And they see you as stable, reliable, they know you've been patient with them, and they ask you for a little bit more patience. They will come. Things are in motion almost already, so there will be movement after the. They ask you for a little bit more time. They need time. I don't know if they're in a connection, if they're the head of the family, but they just need to feel something, and then they're coming, and then it will be rush. Yeah, they find you're a hard worker, probably. They know that you worked on yourself, you worked on this connection. Maybe they want to. 8 of Wands could sometimes be air flight, air travel. They want to travel with you. Seeds have been planted. Not plants have been seeded, but also. And there's a promise of stability in the background. Yeah, so there's nothing to do. Just wait and see. Wait and see. Things that you did in the past will work already, or they do work already. Let's go deeper. They like communicating with you a lot. Queen of Wands and Knight of Swords. They want to... they just adore you. They just think you're the best thing that they've ever met. The best person they've ever met. They are different though. They are different to you. They feel that there's a big difference between you two. They might be older or younger. There's a brown cat in the foreground, if that tells you something. There's Leo signs on the top of the Queen of Wands, and there's an Aries on the King of Pentacles, which is more the Emperor. But I see the King of Pentacles as an emperor, as a head of a family, like the Queen of Pentacles is a mother. This could be a father. It could be a boss. With the Knight of Swords, messages are coming. They're like I said, the movement will be quick after this. It's no stalling. It's almost like you have to wait now. You have to wait for developments. You can't rush things. They think highly of you. They think you're wonderful, beautiful. If you're a man or a woman, doesn't matter. They think you're handsome or beautiful, sexy, optimistic, full of life, nurturing, confident. Yeah, and they want to be the knight on the white horse, to rush in. They might rush out again. There's nothing of stability right now, but that's what they're thinking. They want to come. They know there will be a time, and they hope you wait. Oh, 2 of Cups, beautiful. And it fell out, so there's a big soulmatey kind of connection between you. Yin and yang, light and dark. Yeah, they could be younger and a little bit more forceful, and maybe stumble over their words a little bit. they're not clear what to say, but I think, you know, I heard this when you have stray cats, and some people are like stray cats, right? They don't want to commit, they don't want to be in a relationship, they don't want to be bound by anything. They just want to walk around and go here and there. But if you put out good food, this stray cat will come every day, and then they might stay with you because you always put out good food. And this cat is sitting here to her feet, to the queen's feet, and yeah, just being there and present all the time. And that's a little bit like I see here the dynamic. I don't know where it comes from, but it's almost as if this person was a stray cat, even if they're very stable and reliable and good in their job. But yeah, underlying is the Two of Cups, which is a beautiful relationship. And it could be that some Leo placements in your charts speak to each other. If you're into astrology, you know what I mean. For example, they could be Leo and you're Leo ascendant, or the other way around, or Venus in Leo and you are a Leo, or something like that. Sun in the 5th house. Romance is big, and infatuation, I think it's called, is also there. But there's an underlying knowledge of we're good together. We're good together. We're different, but we're good together. Okay, let's see. Hanson Roberts. What do you think of this? Okay, what do we think? 3 cards to clarify, go deeper, or give us a glance into the future. Page of Swords, Knight of Swords again. So messages are coming, and they're definitely coming in. It's funny how often I've got these double cards, like from different decks. Oops, I see the 3 of Pentacles, but I'm not taking them because they didn't jump out and there were too many cards. So one more. So they come with messages, and I think they get clarity. Maybe they talk to some people and they want to make things work now. They want to come in, and even if they come in and out, it's like I said with a stray cat. Put out good food, make them feel good. If they make you feel good, obviously, don't be nice if they're not, but be consistent if they are not. Do not react on the in and out, and don't put strict boundaries. Just be yourself and be confident, and don't let them play with you, but know that there's a pull between you anyway. The Moon. Things are not quite clear yet. Things are hidden. Things are not revealed. There are fears, a lot of fears from the childhood, from the mother. They've got mother issues maybe, or yeah, things will come out. There will be talks, maybe under the moonlight, maybe with the next full moon, if we take it symbolically. And there's a little defensiveness and rushness. It more, not so much feelings. The feelings are underlying, but the feelings are hidden by the moon. They are there, but then they're subtle. They're not talked about. It's maybe funny, or maybe they're a little detached. And emotionally a little impulsive and not very stable yet. But the King of Pentacles, as the first opening card, it's something like, yeah, they could be a father or a boss, or they stand strong in life and they know they can be this person for you, but how they come in this time around will be again in and out, rushed, and maybe detached. So if you accept this or not is obviously it's totally your decision. I look at the Lenormand. What is the future though? What is it worth holding on? I think yes, with the Two of Cups and with the King and Queen. I think yes. I think it's with a little bit more patient. Have patience. If you want this to become more stable, put out good food for the stray cat and be patient. Two Lenormand, please. Two. Child and Lily. New beginning, probably, possibly something sexual. Could be that they've got a child, that they want a child, that there's harmony, there's a new beginning, a harmony. Yeah, they come in with childlike innocent, with this young energy, with this impulsiveness. But the lily is calm, it's peaceful. It's a wedding flower. It's a transformative flower as well, because it's used in funerals as well, which is kind of macabre, but is that an English word? Morbid? Yeah, I think it's morbid. But yeah, it makes sense. It's like it's the complete end of a state and entering a new state, and that's also the child is the same, obviously. It's a new beginning and it's growing up. It's growing up. They're growing up into the King of Pentacles position. Let's get advice for you. Child and Lily. Yeah. Pregnancy could be a topic for you in the future. All right, let's have an advice for you. What's the best course of action? Observer. All right, that to me always means look out for signs, look out for what happens now and observe. Don't be reactive to the messages and the abruptness and the truth and the things that are revealed and the things that are hidden, and don't be reactive. Just sit back and look. This person looks at the moon. Look at fears that you might have, and this also reminds me of childhood issues in your family, but these are very calm cards, so it would be overcoming them or seeing them and integrating in a way in this. Maybe start talking about childhood issues or about family and how you grew up if you haven't done that before. Maybe like do a little bit of it, not too much. Be more the observer. And if I just heard something, I found that so interesting. If you talk to a guy, especially men, obviously if you talk to a woman you can try. I don't know if it's the same, but I heard that it's especially with men it's the case. If you're quiet and you don't immediately say something or react, but just do not answer to whatever has been revealed or said to you, they will talk more. They will add on. It's almost like they throw you a bit. If you react and if you engage and if you say, oh, same with me, and oh, this happened and my friend had the same, I'm like this terrible, terrible habit of mine to step in and build rapport by telling or making them feel like it's the same with me. And it's true. It's not, I don't lie and say, oh, I'm the same when I'm not. Or I say something that I fully understand. I'm exactly the opposite. You know, it's just like I try to make it work together with friends and with everyone in a way. But this time, don't do it. Just let them talk. Be the observer and see what happens after they said what you think had to be said and is the end, but it might not the end at all. So interesting. I have yet to try it with women, actually. I will and I will report back. All right, okay. So this is a very nice reading with a very soulmatey kind of connection underlying it, and lots of messages, lots of conversations. Things are moving quickly after they grow probably inside the other person, and once you're both ready, things will get into movement again. And then it's really up to you. It's always up to you if you engage in it or not. But don't forget to shut your mouth, never chase, attract, be confident, be sure in yourself, and observe. Observe what the other person says, and also observe what they do, not only what they say, right? Is their action after they've told you they will be more consistent, or they will not talk behind your back anymore when it's your friend, although I don't see that in the cards at all. But yeah, so there's a new beginning, and it's very harmonious, and it's going through psychological depth and fears, but it could be very rewarding. And underlying is a kind of destiny, kind of relationship or contract, something that is meant to be in a way, if it's for learning or for living. Yeah. All right. Okay, I hope that was helpful, and I see you in my next reading. Bye. If you have chosen the little picture frame, this is your reading. Let's see, the person on your mind. What do they want? What do they do? And what do they think about you? Person on your mind. Person on your mind. Maybe the outlook. What is happening? Four of Cups, the Hermit, Four of Pentacles. They are still upset, or they don't want your love, your friendship offer. Could be that they ghosted you. They see the friendship still, so it's not that they are hurt or anything. They're reluctant to take on an offer. They might be non-committal. They don't want you, or they don't see you, or not you, your offer. What you have to offer. They don't see what you have to offer. With the Hermit, they're at the moment pulled back, and they try to find their inner light. They try to transform. They try to change things, and they work on themselves. They pulled back in a way. It's like an avoidant who just wants to be. They pull back. They don't see you now. They don't want to hear anything about you. But internally, they want to hold on to you. They want to hold on to you, and they don't want to let go. So it's not that they in general don't want it, but what you give them at the moment they can't take for whatever reason. I think they go inward and see they need to be alone. There are times when you have to be alone and you don't know why. Sometimes you think all the people they have, like your friends, sometimes, I don't know, I had that a lot. Suddenly everyone was in a relationship but me, or they moved away and I was all alone, so I was forced into the hermit position. And sometimes it is because you have to look inside, because people on the outside can show you a lot, but if you don't understand that they show you your inside before that happens, yeah, it's you need to be on your own. And on the other hand, I'm a strong believer that yes, you can heal on your own from relationships and from friendships, but in order to really heal, you have to, even unhealed, go and have more experiences, because at some point you can't learn if you're on your own and isolate yourself. Anyway, this person is currently isolating themselves, or maybe they are with other people, because I see the friendships still here, so they might be partying, but they don't want anything more and they don't want to see anything else. They literally pulled back and they're looking for their own guiding light and star, and they want answers, but at the moment in that state they don't want answers from you. They want answers from their judgment, their own inner self. They still hold on to you and what you had. They also see you as a person who can be on their own, and maybe someone who is a little bit bored with life, or hasn't found their calling yet. And that might be also this person's problem. Like what I said just with mirroring, I think it's very true here. Yeah. And there's a transformation lurking. It's because I see a skull on the bottom of this card here. There's a transformation in the making. But it's not visible at the moment because the hermit is looking at the stars and not on the ground. And they're looking up instead of, in a way they're looking up instead of inside. But they're on the right path, definitely. They're getting there. With the Four of Pentacles, yes, just holding on to the comfort that your relationship, or even in their thoughts, that this gives them. Four of Pentacles is the comfort zone card, especially in this deck. Yeah. Okay, let's go deeper. Six of Wands and Eight of Swords. They want to be victorious. They want to come back. They want to win. They want to win in life. They want to overcome their state of lethargy. They are trapped by their own thoughts, limiting beliefs. They don't want to see the reality. But they are overcoming it. They will overcome it. They feel trapped in a way in their comfort zone, but they don't know the way out. I think they're trapped in their situation at the moment, and they wish to overcome it. They want to. But they don't see the way out because they have still the blindfolds on, and the transformation is lurking, but it's not there yet. So once they follow their light and they've transformed, they will be victorious and calm. Five of Swords, yeah. Inner struggle. It's an inner struggle. It might have been that you had an argument, or that you argued a lot, and they don't want to apologize. They don't want to take your apology either. They're just trapped. Maybe you said something that triggered their feeling of incapability. I need one more. The Chariot. I try to explain this card, which is victory, which is overcoming, which is conquering, and it's got the what's this thing in English? Laurels on the head and on the staff. So it's like very solution, outcome oriented, and the chariot was the explanation, which means they want to move forward. They want to get out of this stagnation, and they want to overcome their how do I call it? It's a weird feeling I get from this. It's they feel trapped. They know they hang on to things and are too much in their comfort zone, and the feeling I get is I have too many clothes. I just have too many clothes, and once I try to sort the things and get rid of things, I feel so sick because it's too much, it's too many. And that's the feeling I get. It's too much of a good thing. And it's the comfort zone. It's like the wanting to hold on to things that make you heavy and drag you down. They take not only they take up space, they take your energy, they make you less able to move. You know, I would love a life where I could just pack my suitcase and move and be free. But yeah, maybe that's what is in the core of this person. They want to be free, but they also want to be safe. They want a relationship, but they don't want the commitment. They want regular life, but they also want adventure. So that's what they want. They want to be a hero, but they don't want to put in the work. Yeah. And they don't see the way out. They don't see how to get out of it. And they don't see that it's their own mental prison. Yeah, they almost feel, this is a feeling of feeling sick. As in overwhelmed. That's probably the word I was looking for all the time. They feel overwhelmed, but stuck in their comfort zone. And there's an inner struggle of just go, just do it. You can do it, but that transformation is necessary, and they're in the process, but it's difficult. And the Chariot also, it brings light and dark together. It's like intuition and reality and dreams and manifestation. That everything has to be in balance, good and bad, and you just have to integrate the bad and the good. And once you've done it, once you're in balance, then you can drive the chariot where it's meant to go. So they want to overcome. It's difficult. Transformation is needed. They don't know their way out yet. They struggle because they hold on to comfort zone. Yeah, it's a very difficult battle, but the Six of Wands and the Chariot tell me, especially with the Chariot being the major arcana, they will be pushed forward, probably by fate, probably by something that will push them out of the comfort zone. And maybe you push them out of the comfort zone or without knowing it. Or this situation. Maybe an argument. Let's see. 3 cards, Hanson Roberts. 6 of Cups. They want things like they were before. They see that you are... They feel very connected. Could be a sibling. They remember their dreams from their childhood also. King of Swords. But they try to solve this with logic. So they see the possibility of reconciliation and of finding happiness, being with your soulmate, being where you feel at home. They see their childhood in a way, but they're unable to, they distance themselves. They try to solve this with logic, but it's not a matter of logic, probably. I don't know. I always think dealing with people is not a logic thing. It's a feeling thing, but this person has difficulties accessing their feelings. They feel overwhelmed by feelings. They see 3 cups. This is like 3 people in a, like the 3 of Cups, friendship or third party thing. They see this is fine. They look at it, but once a cup of love is offered, they don't want to see it. They don't want to. It is making them sick. It's too much. But the good thing is, 8 of Wands says there's something. There's something moving. Things are coming in motion. This King of Swords has almost a mild look in their face. They look at their childhood, and I think they're melting away because this brings things in motion. And the Chariot is a card of motion. 6 of Wands is a card of motion. It's like fiery movement, and so is 8 of Wands. They look at what you could have or what you had, what is underlying. Yeah, they will move forward, definitely. It might be a struggle for them to get there. 2 Lenormand cards. Let's see 2. Let's see 2. Let's see 2. The Fox. Yeah, the Fox is not being honest and crossroad. Fox and crossroad. Yeah, it's this situation. They're at a crossroad, and it's with the Fox, they're not honest with themselves. And I think they're very stuck in this position where the transformation is needed, but at the moment they're pulled back. Let us have one more. What comes after the crossroad? Is there movement? Is there... Can we see this already? One more card. One more card. Crossroads. Clover. So very soon there will be movement. There will be movement, and clover is obviously luck. It's also soon. It means soon. Decision will be taken. Things will get into, they will move. They might not come completely free of, they might not, maybe they have their blindfold off, but they're still they're still bound. You know, that they're halfway there. They might come unfinished, and I wouldn't trust it fully because they don't trust it fully. They might go a way to get there without having transformed fully. Because the fox is a little shifty. Yeah, they will make a decision. They will take a decision soon, and they will come definitely with messages and possibly an offer. What's the advice for you? What's the advice for you? And should you trust it? The fox is a little bit, it's cautioning, but this fox looks so cute. Maybe they don't know how to approach you, and they make it a little shifty. But they're coming with good intentions. They're really looking with a very soft face, which is unusual for the King of Swords, who is very detached. They look at their childhood and what you have, and the home feeling that they have with you, and the distant feeling almost that they have. The advice for you. This one. Mending. There you go. Mending, and I think it's almost these little people. Think of what you had before. Think of what connects you, and maybe talk it out. Listen to what they have to say. They will definitely come around with messages, and try to accommodate. That's the, obviously you don't have to if you say I'm done with this person, or yeah, but they come with, and they want to mend, and they want to heal the situation. So maybe even if they come unfinished, help them finish themselves. Help them through their transformation if you want to. It's 52, could be an age, could be 5th of Feb or 2nd of May. Yeah, think of what you had, and if you feel like you want to, it's mendable, it's doable. And if they're shifty, then the clover just makes it, you know, the decision will be taken soon, and the clover always brings positivity into it. It's like serendipity, helps the matter. If you want to mend the whole situation, and be kind, and understand that they don't. It's not that they don't want to take your feelings. It's just it's overwhelming them. Yeah, and they might not talk about it. They might not be completely open, and they might not be able to reveal everything. They still hold on to their comfort zone, but they're on the move, and they want to win. They want to overcome. Yeah. All right. Okay. I hope that helped, and I see you in my next reading. Bye.